All right, in this video, it's day number 2, step number 3, we're going to talk about changing the forms and adding buttons. So for example here, I am going to just drag and drop a form. So again, I hit edit components on the left, found a form, just drag and dropped it right there. So I'm going to edit content here. I'm going to blow this up so you can see it. All right. Now, the first thing is we have 3 forms, name and email, name, email, phone number, and full address. The first thing is you see where it says custom at the top box. Well, if you've already created a landing page, which is what we recommend in the Conversion Pros, and you want to send their form, so when someone fills it out, you want it to go to a landing page that you created. Well, this will show you every page, this little drop down arrow here, this will show you every single page that you've ever made in the system. So you can just look for your page name. Let's say it was Las Vegas, and I clicked on that. It would automatically then fill this in, and then I can say I want to get name, email, and phone number, and you see how it's all turned green, everything looks good. I would hit save, and that form comes up. Now, if I want to, I'm just going to hit edit here, delete this, and let's say I wanted to go to a page that's not a page that I built in Conversion Pros. Well, you just want to type in a website, HTTPS. These days, most websites have an S on it, just so you know, because that stands for secure. And if not, sometimes your virus software will say your website's not secure. So you probably want to add it. If it even doesn't have an S, you probably want to add an S because it will most likely work. Okay, once you do that, you would just type in www.yourwebsite.com, whatever website you want it to go to. And then it turns green if it's good. And then you can select, you want name, email, full name and email, full name, email, phone, and full address. Now let me explain these forms real quick. I would never do step 1. And the reason for this is in the Conversion Pros, we give you a mobile phone app. And when someone fills out your capture page, you get a notification right to your phone that someone filled out a form. It also allows you to call, text, or email them right from your phone. Well, if you only got an email, out of 3 different ways to contact them, now you can only contact them one way, and it doesn't make any sense. Also, no one will just fill in if you see a form. Some people say, well, if you add a phone number, you'll get less people to fill this out than fill this out. Absolutely untrue. That is a myth. That's busted. If the ad copy on your page is really, really strong and good, and it has a phone number, worst case scenario, they might put a fake phone number in, but a phone number will not stop anyone from filling out a form. It just does not happen. So by getting a name and email only, you're basically cutting off 2 ways to contact them in the app compared to having 3 ways to contact them, and this is what I would always choose. Now, why would you use a full address form? You would use this if maybe you're in a weight loss company and you give away free samples and you want to mail somebody a sample. Or maybe you're a real estate agent and you say, hey, listen, I want to give you the value of your house and you need their address. So you can select that. And let's just select this for a second to show you what happens. And then it would pop in a form with name, email, and address. Okay. Again, when you've edited this, you already have it linked. So whatever you have in this box here is where that website is going to go. Okay. I have too many W's. So wherever that you have typed here, when they fill this out and you hit the button, they're going to go there. Now there's an extra editing step here. You see this button? You can change the style of the button, meaning, let's say you didn't want it to be yellow and you wanted it to be red. So you click on the background of the button. Let's say I want it red. There's also this little yellow background shadow. Maybe you don't want that. So there's box shadows here. You can actually either change the color of it. Let's say I wanted it white instead. And then you would drag this to where you wanted the shadow. So if you wanted that, you can change where the position of that goes, or the position of it here. There's a spread feature too. If you click on this, it kind of makes it glow. Again, if you don't want any, just line these up and it will pretty much disappear. Okay, so that's in the style of it. So we changed the color. Now let's say you wanted to say click here instead of take a free tour. You would just click edit, just like the rest of the page here. And you would just hit, I'm just going to backspace here and hit click here. So you could write whatever you want on the button. I don't recommend more than basically 3 words, or it doesn't look like a button. So click here, log in now, something like that. Don't write 5 or 6 words, or it will not look like a button. So now we've edited the form. We chose to get name, email, and phone number, for example, in this form, and we already decided the URL, where they're going to go once they click on this button. We've edited the button, we've changed the color, we changed what it said. So this would be done. Then you can hit save the page. Now, if you don't want an opt-in form and you only want a button, let me show you here. You would hit edit components, take this where it's just a button, drag it where you want to. Now what you would do is hit edit content. Well, on this page, we don't have the drop down with all your pages here, so you would have to get the URL you want it to go to. So here you would just type whatever you want the button to go to. So www.yourwebsite.com. Okay, and YOUR, whatever website you want. You could choose whether to open it in a new tab or not. And down here, what do you want it to say? Click here is what it's defaulted to say. If you want to take a free tour, you can change it. The text color. Now you can look at the button here as you change this. Let's say you want the text color white. Well, now it just disappeared. But you want the background of the button red. You can do that. And the border color is the color around here. So if I hit black, you can kind of see a border here. You can also play with the text here. Let's say I wanted this Acme. You can see the text changed here. I would not mess with the font size too much because it really would make the button too big, or the button size. Because if you increase the size of the text, it's also going to increase the size of the button. And it would almost not look like a button. The corner radius is kind of fun. You can see, make it square, make it round, whatever. Play with that and hit save. And now there's a button on the page. We've already told it where we want it to go, so if they click there, it's that. The coolest part about the Conversion Pros, though, is if let's say you have 2 calls to action, and you want click here to go to one website, and you want to add another button to go to another website. No big deal. Just edit your components and just drag another button in and change it the same way. You could add as many buttons as you want. And let's say you wanted to have text above it. You want this text said what this button was for, and you want a text there. No big deal. Grab text if you want. Drag it on top. So now you can say, if you click this button, it goes here. If you click this button, it goes there. And you could add as many buttons as you want, tell it where to go. Okay, so now you know how to edit forms and tell it where to go. Now you know how to edit buttons and tell it where to go. Let's add social buttons real quick. I'm just going to delete this to make it easy. What you do is there's this little thing over here that you can see all the social buttons. I'm just going to drag it in, and you would click edit. Now you can see it has all your links. So let's say I wanted to do Facebook. You have to know your URL. We do not know that. So, and you have to type in a full URL, https www.facebook.com/username. Now you can choose the color. Do you want it a white Facebook logo, blue, or black, depending on your background. I'm going to choose blue now. And let's say I didn't want anything else. I only wanted Instagram. So I can go down here, and it's only going to show what you type. So if you only type in 1, it's only going to show 1. You type in 3, it'll show 3, etc. /username. You have to know your username. And let's say I wanted it pink. Then I hit save. So now you'll see that I have a Facebook logo and I have an Instagram logo. So if they click that, it would go to Facebook. Click that, it would go to Instagram. Very easy. If you do not want any of these, hit delete, or don't even drag and drop it over there. So now what you've done is we've completed it. We've changed all the text, the colors. We've added pictures. We've added videos. Again, if you don't want any of this stuff, you just hit delete, and it's very easy to do. We showed you how to add forms, add buttons. This page is 100% editable. The backgrounds, everything is changeable. And again, there was no technical skills. There was no HTML. I will show you one thing I did leave out though with HTML that's not hard to use. Let's say you're trying to be consistent here and you like this green. Under the style, we do, and you click on color, we do give you the HTML color code. So if I copy that, Control-C to copy, and I want, let's say, this text to be the exact same color because I'm trying to build a really nice looking page. I click on style, and under the color, I can go down to the color code, hit Control-V to paste it, hit choose, and it would change that. So we do give you that. That's about the only HTML that you would know, and it's really still copy and paste. Okay, so we've showed you how to add pictures, how to add videos, how to edit buttons. So easy, drag and drop. 3 simple steps and you will have an awesome page ready to go in the converter.